Even the kangaroos wanted to chill out at church this morning. Good morning, guys. This morning is the morning apparently. So I'm off to the clinic. I'm doing my day 1 blood tests and I'm gonna have to weigh in. A little bit nervous about that just because their scale's always a bit funny compared to what I regularly weigh in and know my weight. So anyway, wish me luck and I'll let you know afterwards. Good morning. I'm super early. I just did my blood test, but I've got to do my weigh-in before anything else. But I'm the only one here in the IVF clinic part anyway, so I've got about half an hour before that opens. Sometimes the office staff get there and the nurses, so maybe they can squeeze me in a little early because then I've got a good hour drive to work. So yeah, anyway, so fill you in a bit. Okay, weighed in, weight was fine, had a couple kilos leeway, which is always good. So just waiting to hear from them this afternoon to see if I start meds. Hi all, so I'm just walking across the road to get to work. And I got the text message yesterday that yes, I will be starting my IVF meds. So I have plenty in the fridge from last time. So I will just be using that tonight. Got my dosages. Craziness starts tonight. Okay, here we go. Round 3. Just finished up work. Managed to poison myself today with the kids, so that's been interesting. In case you don't know, I'm a celiac, and so anyway, I was making moon dough with the kids, or moon sand, which is how do I say? It's like flour mixed with baby oil, and then it becomes almost like kinetic kind of sand, and it stays together, and lots of fun. The kids absolutely loved it. But yeah, I was playing with flour and therefore ended up getting quite sick, and so I've been in and out of the bathroom and throwing up today, and yeah, and about to start meds. So, you know, I have been completely disorganized this round compared to the other rounds. I did not end up picking up my medication from the pharmacy because I was working late and wasn't going to have time anyway. And to be honest, had tons of medication left over from the last round. So I have got a couple minutes. I am deciding to take it at about 7 o'clock. That way I've had time, I've got home, I've a couple of minutes. And yeah, now I'm just getting ready to take my meds. So I've just checked all the dates on them. They're fine. Yeah, just prepping all the good stuff. I just can't believe it's here already. Guess it's that time. Oh, the fun begins. So I'm supposed to be taking 175, which is what I took the last round, and that seemed to work really well for me, which is why I guess they have got me on the same dose. So just as always, I kind of dial in my pen for 175. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is a new pen. So what I will do first is prime it. So I just dial it to 25, inject up. Yeah, there was just a couple of drops there. So it's down to 0 again. It's all primed. Now I do 175. Not sure if it's good, bad, or otherwise, that I don't even check anymore. I know what my dose is. I know what to do. I haven't really felt stressed or anything at all this time. I guess just because I've done it so many times before now. And yeah, we're all done. Injection 1, all done. Hello. So we are on the way to the pharmacy. I'm a little bit cold because it's cold and my neck and back are still a bit achy. I think partly just from my cycle, but also that's kind of what the injections do. Had my first one last night, then Chad and I went to a friend's house, just caught up with some of our football peeps. And as I said, now we're just going to the pharmacy to get drugs. I'm pretty sure I'm only going to get a partial order of what I've got stocked, just because I've got so many drugs left over, which I will show you what I had and what I get once I get it all together. Yeah, been a lot more laid back this round, I guess. And it'll be interesting to see how it all comes together. So, yeah, here we go. So I went to the pharmacy and they had my prescription. I got my regular metformin, which I just need filled out. And then I went to get my drugs for this round of IVF. And the crazy thing was, I explained what drugs I had and what they had on file for me. It was pretty much the same quantities. So I had 2.5 of the Gonal F pens already, so I didn't bother about getting any more of those because I had 3 on file and I had quite a few left over. So I'm gonna leave that, and if it gets close to like using the third on the go pen, then I will look at getting another one. The way this pharmacy works, and I'm not sure if it's the same with other ones, is that each of the medications are $40, but it's $40 for whatever the prescription is. So I had 3 for Gonal F, so it's $40 for the 3, whether I needed 1 pen or 3 pens. So I've got an option. I can buy them and just take 1 with me, and then I've got 2 already paid for on file. Or I can do what I'm doing now and just leave them and see if I need them, and then that way if I don't need them I don't have to pay for them, but if I do need them then I can just take the 1, and not that I want to, but if I have to go through this again I will have 2 other pens paid for on file. What I did end up getting was the one that I cannot pronounce. Anyway, so we have got extra of those. The Orglatran or Regulatran. I'm not going to do this whole game again. If you've seen my vlogs before, you know that I can't pronounce this one. But yes, so I already had just over 1 box of these. So I'm just gonna use that. I did end up getting a new refill for them. So I've got another 2 ready to go, because that's what they had. Same thing, $40. It was whether I took the 1 box or the 2 boxes, still going to be $40. So I did buy those. So they will start happening around day 5, as long as they're happy after my blood test on Tuesday. I did have this, which is the one I think I take as I'm on transfer, so I'm just going to have those tucked away, so I don't need them. I even have, they only had prescribed for the trigger 5,000 milligrams. I had that left over because the last time they wrote me the prescription they prescribed me 10,000, so I only used 1 of the vials. So I actually have the other one for the trigger ready to go, so I can't imagine it being more than 5,000 since that's what they prescribed. So yeah, I walked out having to only pay the $40 for the the Regulatran and the metformin, which I was going to need anyway. but I did need a new sharps container. So that's what I ended up getting. What was a little bit crazy, a little bit sad, is that when I finally opened my box of stuff from my last cycle, yeah, it had the paperwork, the information, all that kind of stuff, which I need anyway, which is fine. But I had forgotten that I had kept all of my needles and my injection pens, hoping that we were going to have them for a pregnancy announcement. That obviously didn't happen, so that was a bit weird to see. So I will have to go get rid of those. Yeah, and that's about that. So I will do my injection now, and then after that I probably am not gonna like film all my injections. If you are interested in me going through the whole injection process, I've done it the last 2 times, so feel free to check out my vlogs from before. If you want to see how I take them, I think I kind of break down much more of like the dosages that I'm on. I'm on the same dosage so far as I was the last round from the beginning, and that's all it. So this is ready to go. 175. Go back a little bit. Yeah. Again, these are like nothing anymore. Guess that's a good thing when you have to go through it so many times, that, well, I feel fine, I feel secure, I've done it, it's not a big deal. And that one's all done. So that's the update, that's where we're up to. Hardly have to get any more drugs to update, and we'll just be going through the stuff that I've got.